Imagine a name whispered in taverns, a shadow cast over every ship on the horizon, a figure so terrifying, so ruthless, that the mere mention of his presence could turn the bravest sailor's blood to ice. This is the story of Blackbeard, the pirate king whose legend was forged not just in battle, but in the chilling power of fear itself. But who was this enigma? The man behind the smoldering fuses in his beard and the pistols strapped to his chest. His early life is shrouded in the mists of time. We believe his real name was Edward Thatch, possibly a sailor hailing from the bustling English port of Bristol. He was a man of the sea long before he became its most feared predator. Some accounts suggest he was a privateer, fighting in the brutal War of Spanish Succession. When the cannons fell silent and the war ended, many skilled mariners found themselves unemployed, adrift in the sun-drenched, yet lawless Caribbean. For a man like Thatch, this new age of peace was an invitation to a different kind of war, a war against merchant ships and colonial powers. He journeyed to Nassau, the infamous outlaw haven, and there, Edward Thatch was reborn as Blackbeard the Pirate. His ascent was swift. By the spring of 1717, he sailed as second in command to the seasoned pirate captain, Ben Hornigold. Together, they became a scourge of America's East Coast, systematically seizing and plundering 8 merchant ships. But Blackbeard's ambition was restless, always pushing for greater command, greater infamy. That summer, a pivotal encounter changed his trajectory forever. He met Stede Bonnet, known as the Gentleman Pirate. Blackbeard, recognizing an opportunity, took over command of Bonnet's ship, the Revenge. With this new flagship, he returned to terrorize the American colonies with a vengeance, capturing an astonishing 15 ships in just 3 weeks.
Blackbeard's true genius lay not just in his ferocity, but in his psychology. He understood that fear was a weapon more potent than any cannonball. His terrifying appearance, complete with burning fuses woven into his beard, was a deliberate act designed to overwhelm opponents into quick surrender. Yet, remarkably, historical records show no evidence of him ever torturing or murdering his victims. His was a reign of terror based on intimidation, not one brutality. That autumn, Blackbeard's quest for power led him to the Windward Islands. Off St. Vincent, he captured Le Concorde, a French ship carrying 500 enslaved people destined for sugar plantations. He offered some of these individuals a desperate choice: join his crew or be put ashore. This bold move not only swelled his ranks, but also provided him with his most powerful asset. Blackbeard refitted Le Concorde with 40 guns, transforming her into a formidable warship. He then christened her the Queen Anne's Revenge. With this vessel at his command, he now led one of the most powerful warships in the entire Caribbean. His fleet, comprised of 4 ships and 250 crew, rampaged through the West Indies, capturing and burning ships, even attacking the French colony of Guadeloupe. His destructive path then turned west. In the Gulf of Mexico, he wrought havoc amongst Spanish shipping, earning himself a new, chilling nickname from the terrified locals: El Gran Diablo, the Great Devil. Despite this spree of prizes, discontent simmered among his crew. Months had passed without a major haul, and what pirates truly craved was gold. So Blackbeard set a course for the Florida coast, where the Spanish treasure fleet had been wrecked 3 years prior. His men meticulously searched the wrecks for gold and silver, but the easy spoils were already gone, claimed by earlier scavengers. They found little of value, and the men's frustrations grew. Undeterred, Blackbeard continued north to Charleston, South Carolina. In the most audacious move of his career, he blockaded the port for 6 days. He seized goods and took hostages from any ships daring to enter or leave the harbor. This brazen act not only replenished his supplies, but sent a clear message. No port was safe from Blackbeard. Continuing up the coast, Blackbeard sought a secluded hideaway in Topsail Inlet. But fate, or perhaps overconfidence, intervened. His magnificent flagship, the Queen Anne's Revenge, ran aground and sank. This disaster proved to be a turning point. Gentleman Stede Bonnet, seeing his opportunity, chose to part ways with Blackbeard. 4 months later, Bonnet would meet his end, hanged in Charleston as a pirate. Blackbeard, ever the survivor, marooned part of his crew and sailed with his closest companions to Bath, North Carolina. There, he secured a royal pardon from the governor, part of a wider pirate amnesty. He and his men established a base on Ocracoke Island, but the lure of plunder was too strong to resist. They were soon back to their old ways, plundering 2 French ships out at sea. Blackbeard claimed his loot. 180 barrels of sugar came from an abandoned ship, a flimsy excuse that fooled few. This blatant disregard for his pardon enraged Alexander Spotswood, the lieutenant governor of the neighboring colony of Virginia. Flouting colonial law, Spotswood decided to deal with Blackbeard once and for all. He dispatched a naval task force to North Carolina with uncompromising orders: take Blackbeard dead or alive. Authoritative. On November 22nd, 1718, Lieutenant Maynard of the Royal Navy with 60 men caught the pirates off guard at Ocracoke Island. Blackbeard was outnumbered 3 to 1. Yet he fought with a ferocity and skill that has become legendary. He battled bravely to the very end, until he was finally cut down by one of Maynard's men. His body was a testament to his final stand, covered with 20 sword cuts and 5 bullet wounds. To remove all doubt, Blackbeard's head was severed and grimly fixed to the bowsprit of the Navy sloop, a stark, undeniable proof that the pirate king was dead. Blackbeard's reign of terror lasted for less than 2 years, a remarkably short period during which he plundered an estimated 40 ships. Yet, his impact on maritime history and popular imagination far outlasted his brief career. It was his careful and deliberate use of terror, his crafted image of a devil incarnate, that forged a legend destined to last for centuries. The tale of Blackbeard is more than just a pirate story. It's a study in psychology, a testament to the power of a name, and a chilling reminder of a time when the high seas truly belong to the boldest and the most terrifying. What do you think about Blackbeard's legacy? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this journey into history captivating, remember to like this video and join us again for more extraordinary tales from the past.